Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ife and I film from Lagos State, Nigeria. On this channel, I create content in line with faith, relationship and real life issues. Please do well to subscribe if these are content you like to learn from. Please do well to like, comment and share. Also turn on your post notification so you get notified when I post another. As you can tell by the title, today's video is just like a chit chat because I'm going to be sharing my toxic traits with you guys. But the reason why I decided to shoot this video is just to paint a picture to us that nobody is actually really perfect. We all have things that we have to work on as time progresses. Also to identify some traits that you think that they don't really matter, but in a relationship context, generally or general living, it actually matters on the long run because you might feel it is not a big deal, but it's actually toxic to the people that surround you. So without further ado, let us jump right into this video. The first toxic trait I think I have is overthinking. Guys, like I overthink a lot and I overthink every single thing. I don't know if it's only me, but overthinking is something that I struggle with, and at times I might go 2 days without actually getting a good sleep because I'm thinking about a particular issue. And I know to you this might not be toxic, but it is toxic in the sense that after a while, overthinking tends to lead to worrying, and when you are worrying a lot, it affects your mental health and can lead to depression. And I just feel that as children of God, overthinking is not something we should be doing because we are just trying to label God as an irresponsible father, which is not. Read Matthew chapter 6. It was telling us in a particular portion that we should not worry about anything because the Father knows that we need it and He will take care of us. But I just overthink every little thing. Like if I greet you and you don't greet me very well, I'm going to be thinking that, hey, why did she greet me? Have I offended her before? Have I done this thing before? Have I done that before? Like if I want to come to your house, I have to think about it. Like if I go to your house, will I be able to sit down? I don't know, it's just like it stresses my brain out every single time. And I think this is a very toxic trait, not just to me, to the person I'm in a relationship with, because the person might just be joking at times and I'm already overthinking stuff like, oh, so this is what you mean. It doesn't just set the mood right for the whole thing. So I think overthinking is a very toxic trait. And if you're an overthinker like me, I think the scripture I like to drop with you is in Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 to 7, which says, do not worry about anything, but in everything with prayer and supplication make your request known to God, and the peace of God which passeth all understanding shall guard your heart. So you're an overthinker like me, please calm down and delete yourself and exit that WhatsApp group. The second toxic trait I think I have is I don't know how to explain. I don't know if there's a word for it, but if I like you, not even like I'm dating you, like just a normal relationship kind of, you're my friend or you're just somebody random, but I really like you. Honestly, I can go all the way out for you. Like I can do everything. Like I can even stand. Like let's say someone is talking about you, I will stand like that and say no. I will give it. I can go all the way out for you. But you see, if I don't like you, it's not necessarily that you have offended me. It's not necessarily that you did something to me. Like if I don't just like you, my brother, my sister, if you like using your head like this to walk on the floor to please me, trust me, I'm going to just cancel you and delete you. And I think this is toxic because there are some people that you have to really get to know them before you know what the kind of person they are. And my destiny helper now might be on the way, but because I don't like the person, I'll just be like, I don't like you, so I cannot be your friend. That's how the person will not help me in life. And this is very toxic because it limits you from meeting people that can help you. It limits you from creating meaningful relationship. And it makes people think that you are a snob, and which is a very bad thing for people to think that you're a snob. Because the Bible says that by this shall all men know you are my disciple if you love one another. So we are not necessarily meant to love because I just like this person. We are necessarily meant to love on a general level. And I think this is a toxic trait, especially for a child of God. Because if you are not living in love, you are living in darkness. So very toxic and it's not good. Like nowadays, I try my best. That even if I don't like you, I just try to flow, which is not really easy for me, but I know that it's something that I have to learn to work on because you wouldn't always like everybody at a particular time, and I wouldn't want someone to treat me like shit just because the person did not like my face. So the third toxic trait I think I have is that I'm a perfectionist. Like, I like things being in a particular way, and I don't know if this is really toxic to you, but I feel that when you're a perfectionist, on the real sense, you are kind of impatient with people, and because you are impatient with people, you tend to snap when people don't meet the target or the standard you have set. And because you are getting impatient and like you are not really giving people that vibe, after a while, like, you just start losing people around you because they feel like, well, if I don't, people will not even want to help you because they feel like, well, if I don't do it to her taste like this, she's going to complain, and I don't want anybody to complain or to shout on top of my head. I don't know that that's the word. Shout on top of my head. You understand? For my Yoruba people. And I feel that when you're a perfectionist, basically you are not making allowances for everybody, which is contrary to the word of God. In Colossians chapter 3 verse 13, it says we should make allowances for each other's faults. I think as children of God, we should, like, there should be that patience in us, that, and we should also understand that not everybody is growing the same way we are growing. Not everybody is progressing the same way we are growing. Like, it might take some people a year, it might take some people 2 years, it might take some people 5 years to grow the way we are growing. So we have to have the habit of being patient with people and not just being a perfectionist. I want things to go my way all the time. I think it's very, very toxic, because even in a relationship kind of setting, if you expect that, oh, I expect that my girlfriend should do this, I expect that my boyfriend should do that, or I expect that my spouse, like if you're married, to do that, and the person doesn't do it, it just ends up causing some hiccups, like some not so good vibe in the relationship, and there's just tension everywhere, and everybody is strong in their face. And I think it's really toxic because it affects the flow of love. The fourth toxic trait I think that I have is that I don't know how to express myself when people are annoying me. I don't know if it's only me, but I find it difficult to express myself when you're annoying. Like, if somebody should do something to me now, instead of me to just come out straight and say, guy or babe, what you did, I didn't really like it. I find it difficult to tell these people that this is what you did that I don't like. And you know, some people, they find it difficult to tell you, but they just let it go and their face is just normal. But me, I am going to carry it on my face. Like, you're going to know that something is wrong. And the funniest thing is that you're going to be asking me what happened, and I'm going to tell you nothing. It's like, ask me 50 and say nothing. I'm just going to carry my face. And I think it's very toxic because it leaves people around you thinking, what did I do? What didn't I do? What was I meant to do? What wasn't I meant to do? And everybody is just trying to be careful around you because they don't know what they will do that will hurt you, because you don't talk about what hurts you. And I feel that this is toxic is because I'm going to get married one day, and my husband is definitely going to offend me. We're going to offend ourselves. And if I can't voice out and tell him that, babe, this is what you did that I don't like, and I just start carrying my face full around in the house, after a while the guy is going to be like, what is your problem? If something is wrong with you, just say it and let us move on. Although now Mr. B has been complimenting me that before, let's say it will take me 2 days or 3 days, now it's just take me some few hours, just leave me, let me relax, and I will stay. But I feel that this trait is very, very toxic. If someone offends you, just tell them in a very polite way and just move on. And another thing is that I will not tell you, I'll carry my face, and the day that I will now spark, like I'll be sparking for what happened in 1952 with what happened in 1962, and I will bring it down to 2016, and I'm going to tell you that, my sister, calm down, what is the problem? I could have just lifted the weight from my head and say, this is what you did and I don't like. And the thing is that you are going to keep doing the same thing all every time because you don't know that it's offending me. So I'm actually drinking poison and expecting you to die. Meanwhile, I'm the one that is killing myself. The last toxic trait that I think I have is that I hate trying out new things. Like, for example, this lip gloss, the lipstick that I am wearing today. It took me all the courage in the world to summon up the courage and be like, okay, well, let me try this lipstick. It might really look very nice. And I had to keep asking my mom, is this okay? Do I look somehow? Do I look weird? And she was like, no, it's fine. And I just said, okay, well, since she said it's fine, let me come here and sit down. You guys, is it fine? Is it fine? Tell me the truth. Is it fine? So I feel that this is actually very toxic. because you really achieve anything out of your comfort zone. For you to take great strides in life, sometimes you might have to move out of your comfort zone. So if you find it difficult to try new things, how are you going to move out of your comfort zone? So it's very toxic. I know that most of us might be like, I don't like trying out new things, so, and that's just me. But I think that is something all of us should work on, because as time progresses, you might need to go to new places, you might need to try out new foods, you might need to try out different dress codes depending on the occasion you find yourself. And if you're a person that is just rigid and doesn't like trying out new things, it might actually affect you on the long run. And even when you get married self, like if there's a particular way your spouse does his or her stuff, and because you are so scared of trying it out in their way, it might tend to cause some little hiccups that might affect the marriage, because everybody's like, this is the way I used to do it, and that's the way I used to do it, and everybody's like, this is the way, and everybody's just there. We are just fighting on top what did not make sense, like to make any brain, to make any sense. So I feel that it's not like it's toxic, but it's a trait that if you have, you should try to work on it, because it's in trying out new things that you might most likely meet new people, make new friends, and all of that, and your life might necessarily just become a better one. Thank you so much if you stayed to the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notification, please comment, like, and share. Also, let me know in the comment section what are your toxic traits. Let me know if you are in the same WhatsApp group as I am, and let us also know how we are trying to work on all these your toxic traits. The thing is that the more you share, the more you are conscious that you need to work on this stuff. And when, like, let's say people are looking up to you, or people might just necessarily, someone that is also struggling with that trait might also draw strength from you, and also decide that, oh, this thing I am doing is not really good and I would like to work on it. Remember that you are not the only one living in this world, and the more we grow, the more our relationships and everything we surround ourselves becomes better. Thank you so much if you stayed to the end of this video. See you in my next video. Bye guys.